All right. Hi, Aries. Welcome to your weekly grind. All right. So, angels of the four directions. Looks like you're going to be getting some blessings and happy success. So, good for you. All right. Just give me a second. Also, I have a spiritual message to those of you who actually, and always hear this, I frequently hear this. People with trust issues, people with commitment issues, it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's an overrated excuse. All right. Um, we all get hurt. You know, you love, you cared, got abandoned, people left you for a reason, walked away from you. You have this childhood trauma. Your your father left you, could be your mom just abandoned you. Somebody just left you at someone else's doors or something like that. But whatever it is, things always happen for a reason. Okay, it's like people would cheat, lie. They're very deceptive, they're narcissistic in their own ways, and they will always have this devilish tinge inside of them. But you cannot always, put some brick walls and pile up your guard up higher. Even if you live in a fortress and you live like Rapunzel, it doesn't matter. You're just making yourself even more vulnerable, and you're just making yourself even more of a target. You would just become more fragile. If you think that you are like doing yourself a favor by avoiding the world, being non-committal, running away from love, like you're just gonna fish for, some people actually. And this is also another thing. Those people with abandonment and trust issues, they are the one who's mostly on the dating websites fishing for different options. It's like just to boost their ego. And then when the person starts falling in love with them, and then boom, then that's the time that they will be like letting go and say, like, um, I am not ready for this. All right. So you might be dealing with one. You could be you could be like this. Okay. But it's time for you to grow up. Time for you to get out of that stagnating energy. Hurt people hurt people. All right. Not because that you get hurt before, it means that you have the right to hurt other people, because you might just be hurting the right one already. All right. The lovers dealing with the Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, probably Virgo. Somebody here is in their defense. All right. Probably they're acting very war freak. Okay. Probably they're acting like they're in defense. This person says, like, oh, you can't hurt me. I'm not built to crumble. Okay. And this person feels like like this is what I'm trying to say. People with bad past, bad history in their relationships. I mean, also come to think of it, why would somebody take advantage of you if you were not really that, if you're just like really guarded? I mean, you also need to be more observant, right? Because people believe this fairy tales and this, happily never ending happy stories and stuff. And love and relationship is not just all about rainbows and candies. And the reason why a lot of people get hurt by that is because they believe that love should be like this cottony and blossoming and all this, fantasy land stuff. It's not. In reality, love is more of a consistent battle. Okay, it's a constant battle. It's a You need to keep on fighting, and you need to, keep on learning. The more you get wounded, the more you get stronger. It's not a la la land. Okay, so there's somebody here. that feels like, oh, you're never ever going to hurt me. I will never ever shed a tear for you. And this person is actually very deeply hurt by you. If somebody actually has strong feelings, strong hatred more of against you, it means that they're still, in love with you. Because if somebody is completely over you, they are going to be like, nah, like, oh, okay. Like, oh, you don't matter. Like they don't care. But this person, the more they express strong feelings like, I hate you, I never want to see you again, blah, 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 blah. Okay. It means that they are still, deep inside of that hatred is still love. So they might also use traveling as an escape. This person is going to be traveling soon, or will be traveling traveling within the next 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. There is something that they're trying to accomplish, but they're not really listening to their own emotions or feelings. Some of you might also be dealing with the Taurus. They're very intuitive. All right. They're very intuitive and I feel like they're very successful as well. But this person is like they tar each and every people that comes into their lives with the same brush, thinking that those people will always hurt them, slice them open, cut them open, all right, and deceive them. It's like they see the world in just one color. Okay, they just see people like, oh, you just want to be same. You're like they're walking with same faces, even though they are like different personalities or different, bodies. So somebody here was so hurt deeply, but if this is you, Aries, your main problem here is communication. You need to speak up. You cannot always bottle on the inside whatever that you're feeling. You're angry, you're offended, jealous, you're threatened. Say it, okay? Probably exercise your throat chakra a little bit, okay? Um, there's somebody here who's not like, oh, I'm gonna just gonna keep my feelings for you till till the day I die, or just gonna keep it to my grave. Okay, I'll just take it to my grave. But who is feeling heavier? It's not the person, it's you. You just need to let it go. All right, you just need to let it go. So, if you would just like change your ways in a relationship, maybe talking back, because some of you, it's like like you're buttering up your person's ego when they're in front of you, but then when they're not really looking back, when they're like they're at work, they're you're just gonna run towards another person and talk behind them and say like, oh, you know what, my person is like this, my person is like that, I hate it. I hope he or she could at least express more effort, like this and like that, like she doesn't do this, he doesn't do this. Maybe instead of exerting that energy to other people, try working your communication with your person. And that way they'll be able to understand you, and they will be able to know what is the real issue. Because, sometimes people, even if they're older than you, sometimes they're very clueless, they're insensitive, or probably that they do not just get like how you truly feel. Why do you feel the way you feel? And so but insensitive. They're dumb and they're intelligent. They're dumb and smart at the same time. But the key here is speak up. All right. I'm seeing here that there will be the two of you are still going to be ending up together. All right. I feel like some of you might be in I don't know, maybe a break, separation, cool off. Okay. I don't know what, it's like it's too childish, cool off. But this person want to marry you. You also want to marry this person. But what the hell is your problem? Okay, work it out. And it's like, this is also another thing, all right? Some people will just like, in a relationship, but they couldn't get what they want. They expect the person to read their mind, especially if you're dealing with a Pisces. They expect you to read their mind or read their actions or read between the lines and say, if you really love me, you should know what I'm thinking. But not everyone is a mind reader. And and then, some other people will be like, yeah, they get frustrated with some little petty problems. And then they're just gonna run away, like look for other options, start, yeah, I don't know, like advertising themselves on dating websites and start rummaging through social media and stuff. And then they run away. Leave the current relationship and then run away. All right. But the thing here is, the key to a successful relationship and commitment, you need to be more matured. Maybe scrape out your ego. Pride is different from ego. Okay, maybe scrape out your ego. All right. And you need to be humble. This relationship is not going to work out if you will keep on letting your ego get in the way. Like, oh, I earn more money than you, so you should kiss my ass. Okay. And you should just like worship me. Like, oh, I'm driving this, or I have accomplished this. You're like this, you're like that. Also, respect. Okay, don't forget the respect. And in a relationship, there's no such thing as I'm higher than you or you're lower than me. You should work as a team. There should be equality. Because if your mentality is like this, it's in slavery. You want to make this relationship work. You need to exert more effort. All right. This is definitely gonna work out. I'm telling you, you can ended up marrying this person. I'm not saying that you're the problem because it takes two to tango, but this person is actually in your life for a reason. Probably for you to learn a lesson, probably for you to, like grow up and be more matured. Okay, you're a tough cookie. When it comes to other things, when it comes to your work, finances, and everything. But when it comes to your relationship, just one little tiny problem and difference, you fold. And you dispose the relationship, you dispose the person, and then you're thinking that when you jump to the next relationship, you feel like that person will be different from the other one that you just disposed, which is, you are like really really wrong. The thing here is, there is a karmic debt. If there is one thing that you did not resolve or made through in one relationship, and you just jump into another relationship with unfinished business, you you know it's like what do you call that game? It's like you are piling, getting the karmic debt from the first one transferred to the second one, plus the karmic debt of the second one, and then if the second one did not work out, you will transfer to the third one. So now you're dealing with two karmic debts plus the karmic debt of the third one. And then you're just gonna blame the universe and say, like, why am I always brokenhearted? Why am I always unlucky in love? Why like this? Why like that? Of course, our situations and our paths are always different. Okay. But don't put the blame on other people. All right. Especially when things don't really work out your way, because there is always a solution to everything. All right, let's take a look at the extended. What's going to happen to this connection? Because your person is also kind of baffled and dumbfounded. Like, what did they ever do for you to discard them? There's also an unspoken feelings and emotions here, because your person loves you, but they don't actually know why you keep on pushing them away. All right. Anyway, I'll see you the extended, which is linked. Yeah, the link is down there below. All right. I'll also be posting the link at the community post or community section. All right. And if you want to talk to me live and phone, live in the calls, just go visit me at my website at sophiaclairvoyant.com. Blessings to you.